Hello, my name is Sherry Greenberg. I am an associate professor at Seton Hall University College of Nursing and serve as a consultant to the Institute for Healthcare Improvement, IHI, on their Age-Friendly Health Systems initiative. I have been working in the field of gerontological nursing and interprofessional education for over 25 years. I'm so honored to be a part of this movement we call Age-Friendly Health Systems. The aim is that all older adults receive age-friendly care, meaning their care includes an evidence-based set of 4 quality care elements known as the 4 M's. They include what matters, medication, mentation, and mobility. What matters means knowing and aligning care with an older adult's specific health outcome goals and care preferences. Medication refers to using age-friendly medication that does not interfere with what matters to the older adult, mobility, or mentation across settings of care. Mentation refers to the prevention, identification, treatment, and management of depression, dementia, and delirium. Mobility focuses on ensuring that older adults move safely every day in order to maintain function and do what matters. The specific project I'm involved in is working with IHI and a team from Case Western Reserve University, Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing, to help CVS Health System infuse the 4Ms framework into their minute clinic visits for older adults 65 and over. This effort will reach older adults across the country and at the same time educate healthcare practitioners, including nurse practitioners and physician assistants, in the specialty care of older adults and the integration of evidence-based 4Ms care into patient visits. This work is truly rewarding. The provision of 4Ms care is important for our patients in all care settings, and it is important to get the word out to the public. They deserve high-quality, age-friendly care in all their health care-related encounters and should be aware that they can ask their healthcare providers and healthcare systems if they are a part of the age-friendly health system movement. So many of us have stories about 4M's planning and implementation process. I thought it would be useful to share a personal story. My father is 79. He has multiple chronic conditions, as many older adults do. He has high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and an essential tremor that affects his ability to dress, eat, and write. My mother helps him as needed. They are married 52 years. My father is on a few medications, which is good, all long-standing without recent changes, and he does not have dementia or depression or any recent delirium. He keeps active and socializes with family and friends regularly. In terms of mobility, however, over the past 2 years, he's had difficulty with walking. He's had a slower pace and decreased stamina to walk distances, but there really is nothing physically wrong preventing him from walking. So he started using a cane, but with his essential tremor in his hands, this was more of a safety concern than walking without the cane. My father was very resistant to the idea of using a walker. He didn't like seeing other people around him walk with a walker either. What mattered to him was his vanity, and that was his word he chose to use when describing it to me, and his concern about looking vulnerable using an assistive device to walk. It took multiple conversations to explain and convince him that a walker would help his walking and balance and also promote safety, as he looked quite vulnerable the way he was already moving and walking, and he admitted he didn't even think of it that way. He finally accepted the idea to try a good quality walker, sturdy, with a seat, for walking around the neighborhood and to take on trips. The next thing I know, just a few days later, he named his walker Buddy. He and my mother sent an email from their trip, which was a cruise, that he and Buddy were doing great. When he came home, my father told me he was walking better, his confidence improved, and was comfortable using the walker. He liked that he could sit if he got tired also. Now all his friends ask him, how's Buddy doing? So Buddy has become more of a positive aspect of life, and he smiles and laughs about it. So my father's mobility is improving his quality of life, his attitude, and way of thinking about his independence. I thought this was a good example of looking at an older adult using the 4Ms framework. It can be done, and we can apply the 4Ms framework to many older adults in our lives. I am privileged to be working with such an amazing team to forge evidence-based care for older adults forward. Thank you so much for listening to my story.